Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn's Night, and welcome to episode 8 of my Refugee to Regent series. And at the end of the last episode, I was finishing up the little landing here for where I'm going to be putting my actual house, the, what's it called? Settler's Shanty, I believe. And I am going to be expanding in, like I said, pretty much every direction around this area as the challenge goes on. But there is one thing for this stage that I'm going to invoke the rule of cool on. Part of the house, part of the settler's shanty, is supposed to be a trophy room where the treasured items, the special loot from the different stages, the outclassed tools and gear and all that kind of stuff, where those are supposed to go. Instead of having that affixed to the house, I'm going to have the old clay hovel, be the actual trophy museum thing. So this is going to probably expand a little bit this direction and probably down, straight down, have a lower level later on. But other than that, ooh, I made it. I am going to be putting the settler's shanty up here. Now I have several different options that I can go with. I'm obviously not going to be building out of dirt or mud or clay or anything like that. I'm going to be using wood, and there are several types of wood that I have easily at my disposal. Several different flavors here, and I'm going to probably go with a sort of theme for the entire settlement here, the entire city. So I'm going to pick and choose between the different types of local wood that I have at my disposal. I might even go on one more quick adventure to see if I can find any more types of tree seed or tree saplings that I can grow to get some more variety of wood. But for the most part, I have all the stuff that I'm going to be able to get. Now, there is one thing that I deliberately avoided in the last stage, as far as trees are concerned, and that is the dye trees. These wonderful things here that sparkle the color of dye that they are. They don't actually drop the type of sapling that the tree trunk and shape denotes. So this is not going to drop rubber saplings. It's going to drop brown dye saplings. And I don't really want to try to tackle that right now, because there are 16 colors of trees, and I have enough on my hands trying to deal with the few types of trees that I already have. So I'm going to fiddle around with comparing the different types of wood I have locally and come to a decision on exactly what I'm going to be using to build the settler's shanty and most of the rest of the stuff in the town. And I guess then I'll be back, hopefully with a sort of foundation laid for the actual house up on the hill. But I just wanted to get this episode started, so I'll be right back, and hopefully I will have come to a decision. Talk to you in just a minute. Well, this thing certainly looks terrifying. It's called an Etten. 60 hit points. I think I'm going to go do something else, because I don't know. You know what? all the stuff that I have on me, I can just pick it back up if I die. Let's go see what this Etten is all about. Oh, man. Oh, no! Oh, you destroy stuff. That's no good. I don't have my bow. Oh, bother. I'm gonna go get my bow and then see if I can take this guy on. I'll be right back. Alright, let's see how hard this is. Obviously, he's not going to come get me because I'm way far away. And I'm fine with that. Got him. Alright. What did you drop? Leather, coal, some mushrooms. I had a torch here. That's a big dude. Alright. Okay, so mushrooms, coal, and I guess it went in here. Leather, okay. And I really need to empty this stuff out. Alright. 60 hit points. Wow. I am now considering disabling the Lycanites mobs mod because I don't want to have something smashed through my walls. That's just mean and horrible. Wow. Okay. I think I've decided though on what I'm going to be using for doing my building in this city. First off, let's see here. Where's the? I guess they're in here. Great wood logs. I thought. Oh, there's some in my inventory right now. All right. So I've got the great wood, and I've got some poplar. And let's see here. That's where the great wood looks. And I kind of like it. Next to the poplar, because the poplar has those planks that go sideways as opposed to the great wood planks that are vertical, it kind of complements one another. And then, I thought I had some spare. Guess not. Let me borrow you. And you. The jacaranda planks do have a sort of pinkish tinge, but it isn't overly pink, and it kind of offsets the great wood reddish brown hue. Okay, and then the magic wood goes really nice with the whitewood planks from the poplar trees. So what I'm thinking is using these 4 woods as the building materials for my city because they look nice and they go well with each other. The spruce and the birch, I was thinking about those and maybe the jungle, but I settled on these 4. So this is what I'm going to be using to build my city. So I'm going to start with the house, obviously, the settlement shed, or the settler's shanty, and then move on from there. But before I do that, I am going to get a fair amount more of the great wood logs so I can build with those more readily. And these 2, the magic wood and jacaranda, are just going to be sort of decorative highlight blocks, not the actual structure itself. So I've pretty much decided on that, and now I just need to get a little bit more of the materials and start building. So I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so I have managed to harvest the great wood trees. Oh, is there still a clump that I missed? Oh, there is. Oh well. And let it not be said that I don't have any of the great wood logs. Almost 14 stacks worth. Just from harvesting those 4 trees that were out there. I have replanted, so eventually there will be more. Now I'm afraid to harvest the silverwood tree, or trees, because the sapling to tree ratio, just by default harvesting, is really low. It's like 1 sapling for every 3 trees. It took me forever to get those saplings there, so I'm going to leave them be at least until I can figure out a way to get more saplings out of them. But now I need to move on to getting some more poplar, and then after that it will be time to start construction on the shanty and the rest of the city. So I'm going to get to it. Oh, I thought I saw a creeper right here. It's the bushes. I'm going to get to it, and I'll be right back. Alright, I went ahead and disabled the Lycanites mobs because it seems as if the loot that they're dropping, as well as the fact that they are way above my pay grade, is just not going to be all that useful for the at least the wood settlement stage anyway. And all they're going to do is just be unnecessarily in the way, and they're preventing me from having skeletons and zombies and stuff spawn. So I went ahead and just nixed it. But I also was reminded of something kind of interesting when I was going through and looking at some recipes for wood. First off, I can go ahead and do this and this. There we go. And presto, I've got wooden armor. I totally forgot that Tinker's Construct had the wooden armor. And that's awesome. But I also was reminded of this as part of mariculture. I believe it is logs. Yes. These things called wooden construction blocks, and I'm going to put one right next to a great wood log so you can see the difference. I think I'm going to, instead of using the jacaranda wood, I think I'm going to use these. They are made of wood, so... Oh wait, no they're not. Or at least they don't act like it. Wait, do I have an axe? I should have an axe. Somewhere. I thought I did. Maybe I used it. Well, anyway, I'm definitely thinking about using the wooden construction blocks. It's a little bit more costly. Well, a lot bit more costly than just using planks. But these could make some interesting highlights. Let's see here. 8, 16, almost 20 times more expensive than just plopping down a plank, but I'm not really hurting for wood, so I'm thinking of using this. Anyway, I'm going to get back to a little bit of planning here and waiting for the poplar trees to grow. Let me out, or let me in. Okay, you let me in. There we go. And I will be right back. Alright, so pretty much got the layout of this figured out. I just finished harvesting the poplar wood, so I've got a bunch of that, and There's a little bit more than a stack's worth of planks in here. But the way I have this laid out, like I said previously, I'm not going to do multiple floors on any of my buildings with the exception of maybe the administrative building until I get to the stone level. So this is kind of sprawled out a little bit more than it, I guess, ought to be if I were doing multiple levels, but that's okay. I like the way it turned out. I went and did some planning and basically got a little entryway here with a little coat room. A little hall here, probably going to put some paintings and stuff on the walls like that. This is going to be sort of like a den, living room, parlor kind of thing. Over here is going to be the kitchen area. I might subdivide it along this line here to have some additional room there. Let's see here. Then down this hallway, this is going to be the bedroom. This is going to be storage. And then this is going to be the entrance to the personal mine. Then down this hallway here. And you can see where I am by looking at the mini-map also. It's harder to get a picture with the first person, but if you look at the bird's eye view, you can get a better idea of what's going on. But anyway, this is going to be my office / study sort of room there. And then down here, this is going to be another storage room, but this is going to be sort of like a community storage thing. And this gigantic place is going to be an audience. Basically, it's a sort of mini town hall kind of thing, and it's going to have seating for me, the elders, and at least half of the population and all that. And as the stages progress, this is probably going to be obsolete, and it will probably be taken over by strictly the town hall or community center or whatever it's going to be called. But for right now, this is needed. I am going to make it a little bit more accessible, fill the dirt out a little bit, and have a path up to here leading from down there around the lake / pond. Then this area here, this square of nothing, is going to be a sort of like a mini park, garden, fountain area, although there isn't any means for me to get water up here yet. But, oh, it's getting dark. And I have a bed. But this is going to sort of be, I guess, partially public recreational area, because it's right next to the audience anyway. But let's try to sleep. Come on, let me up. Hello? You're not dark enough, are you? Come on. Hey. Hiya. You can do it. Let me sleep. I see the moon. Let me sleep. Thank you. But anyway, what I'm going to be doing as far as the walls and roof are concerned, first off, there are going to be windows, and I'm going to be using... do I have logs on me? No. I'm going to be using these things called barricades as windows. And each window will take 8 logs worth in order to make the barricades. Let's see here. Was it like this? No. It was like this. There we go. I'll probably need a bunch of those anyway. You can go here for now. And the way the barricades work is if you plunk them down like this, you get 1, and you can do 2, 3, and 4, and that's the extent of it. And they all connect like that. There we go. But what I'm going to be doing with them is making a window, and when you go to break one of the little barricade things, it breaks off just one of the items placed. So you could go bars or the full crosshatch thing. And I'm going to have one of these 4 sets as the window for each of them. Then, as far as the roof is concerned, well, actually, the walls first are going to be the white poplar wood, and then the roof is going to be a combination of the basically all 3: the great wood, the poplar, the white wood, and the blue magic wood. That way, it gives it a little bit more of a feel of busy work going on. But I'm going to get back to work on the house now that you see how I have it laid out. And when I get done, or if something else comes up, I will let you know. Be right back. Alright, just a bit of an update. I have pretty much finished the main structure of the house and have begun work on the roof. Now, what I'm going to be doing up here is, because there really isn't going to be any visibility for right now, I'm just going to have a slab roof, so nothing will spawn on it. I'm going to be putting some of the blue magic wood slabs on top of these. I just haven't made them yet, but basically I'm going to be making it so I can expand up with this if I want to, and until such time nothing will spawn up here. But before I can actually do anything with that, I am going to have to finish the stage of the challenge, and I need to finish the roof in here. So I'm going. You suck, sir. How'd you get in here? Can I? You're. Nope, you're not tame. Nope. Okay. Never mind me, just a minor heart attack. Anyway, there is one thing that I wanted to mention. I'm going to be doing something interesting with the floors in here. And what I'm going to do, let's just grab 4 of these. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is tables. And the reason for this is tables have a very smooth surface, and that's what I'm going for here. So if you put a bunch of tables next to each other, except for the very corners, it will all look like this. Very, very smooth and really easy on the eye. Plus, you get the added bonus of, if you want to set something on the floor, you just get a little miniature version of it. Why is it not accepting the torches? Weird. But can put little things in the floor, patterns like that, and I can just build on the floor or on the table. So that's what I'm going to be doing with the floor in here. But first, I need to get the roof done. So I'm going to finish that up. Probably tame that guy. You scared the manure out of me. Anyway, I'm going to get back to work, calm down, and then when I'm done with this, I will be right back. Alright, real quick, I did want to mention, there is one other advantage to using these tables as the floor. If you can see out the window, those little yellow X's mean that I have the F7 key pressed, and it tells me how much light there is in an area, whether or not things can spawn. And if I knock out this torch here, oh, well, I'm going to be stuck down under the table. There we go. That was brilliant. You can see that over there, things can spawn given the right conditions. However, I put a torch down there and put a table there. The torch lights up through the table because it is a transparent block. So, you can have completely concealed lighting using some sort of light source, torches, lamps, whatever, under these tables, and you don't have to occupy wall space. So that's another advantage to using these tables. But anyway, I'm going to get back to finishing this up, and I will be right back. Alright, so pretty much all of the exterior stuff, aside from these windows here, is done. And I am completely finished with all the tables and all the torches underneath. So it is completely lit and everything is where it needs to be. I even have a whole bunch of spare tables. Tableception. Haha. Anyway. Now, as far as the furnishings and everything else that is going to be going in here is concerned, I'm going to be dealing with that probably in the next episode, or maybe the one after. That way I can have some time to get some more resources, and I really need to do something with that horse. Anyway, it looks like it has become time for me to go ahead and wrap things up, though. So, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. If you like this video and you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to give a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my future stuff comes out. But I am going to go ahead and wrap up and probably do some serious off-camera tree harvesting. So thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.